Good morning, beloveds. Um, if I'm a little extra grunty today, I apologize. I went to the gym yesterday, and apparently it was arm day. So, yeah, my arms hurt. And if I can get my arms above my head today, by the end of the day, I'll be doing good. Uh, I've been working with Jared for almost 2 years, and when I first went to him, I went to him specifically to protect my knees so that I could run. Um, and he's done wonders for my knees and my balance and all of that. And he's an amazing actor, an amazing singer, as well as being an amazing trainer. And I went to see him in a play called Nine, which was really interesting. Um, and in one scene, they have a gondolier, and the woman had the most amazing arms. And the next time I saw Jared, I said, I want that woman's arms. And so every now and again, he will really work my arms. And so I asked for it. I did. And my arms look really good. I will grant you. He's done an amazing job. But he also works on my lower back. And so today I'm just like, my legs don't hurt. But my arms definitely do. It's one of those things where you see that I don't know, when we were growing up they called them growing pains, and that's what it is. It's growing pains because I am growing into I'm changing. I'm changing the way my body works, and sometimes my body is a little resistant. I saw a meme yesterday that said change is not painful, resistance to change is. And it reminds me of sometimes, I mean, they haven't been there recently, and understandable, but the ROTC from the local high school will meet in the park where I run. And they have a shirt that says, pain is just weakness leaving the body. And I thought, no. And yes, I mean, it is, because when you're working muscles, they ache until they get stronger. But it's also, pain can be your body realigning to your new reality. Because you've gotten so set in a certain way of being, and there's a need for you to change, whatever that is. I mean, it can be a personal choice or whatever. There's a need for you to change. And so you are realigning into a new reality. And depending on how long you have been in that one mode, it can be painful. As we get set in our ways. And so, yeah. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Realigning to your new reality. All right. But let's see what Ernest has to say today. Oh, and there's that me realigning. He had me doing something called Russian deadlifts yesterday. And it was specifically for my lower back. And he said, let me know if the weight's too much. And I was like, for that it wasn't. But there were two other times when I said, okay, I got through the first set, but I can't use the weight as heavy as it is for the next two sets. Okay, it is June 16th. I'm not afraid to, ask for what I need. At least in that case. There was one time when he gave me a lightweight and a heavyweight and said, and I picked up the lightweight and went, yeah, that's going to be too light. And I used the heavier weight. So, it's a trade-off. All right, June 16th. We are still in the month of creativity, and our title today is I Am Spirit Made Manifest This Instant. My body and every part of it is made of pure substance, God. It cannot deteriorate. This instant, this infinite substance within me, which is constantly flowing through me, takes form in the likeness of the perfect, whole, complete cells. Every cell of my lungs is strong and healthy, filled with life and vitality, strength and cleanliness. My body, which is spirit in form, knows no time, knows no degree. It knows only to express fully instantaneously. The divine presence, being everywhere and filling all space, must be in me. It must be that which I really am. I recognize it within me, and it is that which I am. I let this recognition of my indwelling divinity flow through my entire consciousness. I let it reach down into the very depths of my being. I rejoice in my divinity. I am now made vigorous and hardy. I have the stamina of the infinite. I am sturdy and robust. I am fortified with God's perfection and right action. I am hale and able-bodied. All of the life of the universe is my life. All the strength of the universe is my strength. All the power of the universe is my power. Every breath I draw fills me with perfection, revitalizes, energizes, and renews every cell of my body. I am born in spirit and of spirit, and I am spirit made manifest this instant. At which point, that's Ernest Holmes smacking me for complaining about aching after working out, right? I'm not complaining. I actually do kind of enjoy the little aches that tell me that I actually did work out. Jesse would call this hardball metaphysics. And this is where those instantaneous regressions come from. The instantaneous healings, the people who go in for a test and then come back for another test or come back for their surgery and there's nothing. That's what this is. They have the belief and the knowing and the consciousness that their body is instantly this. Whatever that is. They may not use the words we use. We know that we are spirit walking. We know that. We know that we are spirit having an experience of itself. We know that we're made of God's stuff. But, I mean, to say the line, it cannot deteriorate, that is the faith of Christ. That is absolutely the faith of Christ. That is Christ consciousness. I mean, he's the one who walked by the guy and said, take up your pallet and walk. And the guy did because the guy had the faith. So Ernest is telling us, and it's that first line, my body and every part of it is made of pure substance. Pure substance. I talk about being a spirit in a time-bound mortal case. And Ernest is saying, yeah, but it's pure substance. It's made of God's stuff. And if you are willing to accept the power, anything's possible. That being the case, are you willing to accept the power? Some days. This instant, the infinite substance within me, which is constantly flowing through me. And that's why I like to use the hose. The hose metaphor. That's a big one for me. I mean, I grew up in the country. I grew up on military bases, and then they bought a house in the country. It was 4 acres, country. So I drank from hoses, and I watered grass, and I did all of that. And I know the power, and you know, I sprayed my younger brother with the hose, and I also kinked the hose. And so that's why I use that metaphor. This is constantly flowing through us, but it can only do what we are willing to allow it to do. So when we kink the hose, it can't do anything. Well, I mean, to a point. It's still, this is what we're made of. So it's going to do its job, but it can only do it to the point that we're willing to accept it. So when we're kinking the hose, it does what it can, but no more than that. So it's flowing through me, taking the form in the likeness of perfect, whole, complete cells. That's one of the reasons why when I do openings or closings even, I encourage you to take that breath, and I encourage you to fill every cell up with oxygen. I mean, we're made of trillions of cells. Why would we neglect one? And that's what he's saying. Perfect, whole, complete cells. From the cellular level, he's working upwards. Every cell of my lungs is strong and healthy, filled with life and vitality, strength and cleanliness. My body, which is spirit in form, knows no time, knows no degree. It knows only to express fully and instantaneously. So this is what I'm going to work on today to see if I can't get through the ache in my shoulders and biceps a little faster. The divine presence being everywhere and filling all space must be within me. I mean, I think I say that every day because Ernest says it every day. It must be that which I really am. I recognize it within me, and it is that which I am. So the goal here is to recognize its spirit. Unkink that hose. I let this recognition of my indwelling divinity flow through my entire consciousness. Recognition, consciousness. Big words. Earnest words. I let it reach down into the very depth of my being. Depths of my being. I rejoice in my divinity. Okay, so now we've got recognize, we've got consciousness, we've got rejoice. Gratitude, love, and rejoice. Those are all the same with joy. Last month was the month of joy, and there's no greater power than joy. The two things that will get us done are joy and anger. But anger only works if we turn that energy to what we want, not what we don't want. And joy is the same thing. When we are joyful, we are naturally turned towards what we want. And that's why joy is so powerful. Because we're focused on what is creating joy. We're focused on what we want, not what we don't want. Okay. So I rejoice in my divinity. I am now made vigorous and hardy. I have the stamina of the infinite. So here he's claiming, I am now made vigorous and hardy. I have the stamina of the infinite. I am sturdy and robust. I am fortified with God's perfection and right action. Remember, perfection is wholeness, not flawless. We are still allowed to make our mistakes. I am hale and able-bodied. All of the life in the universe is my life. All of the strength in the universe is my strength. All of the power in the universe is my power. I mean, claim it and be it. All right, Ernest. Every breath I draw fills me with perfection, revitalizes, energizes, and renews every cell of my body. Honestly, I actually feel a little better. Like when I sat down, because I got up and went for that run, and the runs, when my arms ache because of the way I run, my arms will ache a little bit more when I'm done with the run, but it also gets the blood flowing. And so right now I'm energized and excited, and I feel better. So I'm just going to have to carry that enthusiasm throughout the day. I am born in spirit and of spirit, and I am made all right, one more time. I am born in spirit and of spirit, and I am spirit made manifest this instant. All right? Which means you are born in spirit and of spirit, and you are spirit made manifest this instant. All right, today was a good day for me. Hopefully y'all get as much out of it as I do, because like I said, I worked out yesterday and those muscles are kind of but now that I've read that, I'm just like, I'm excited and I'm ready to practice medium hardball metaphysics. Oh, to be the teacher of teachers, to be Emma, and to stand with my finger in the chest of the universe and say, this is the way it is. I'll get there. I'll get there. All right. I think it's going to be a good day. I'm already having a great time. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself today. Open your windows. Get some fresh air. Get some move on. Get some groove on. Listen to your favorite music. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Do what you need to do to make it a great day. All right, beloveds, I am going to go get my day started. Reverend David will be on with you sometime later today around 5, and I will be back with you at 9 a.m. Have a great day. Bye, beloveds.